guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a casual Q&A. So over on my Instagram, which is essentialoils.with.kelly.yl, I asked everyone to ask me some questions to get to know me. So thank you everyone who asked me questions. I won't name names just to keep everyone's privacy, but I did receive a few questions, so let's get right into it. I have them written down because I do film on my iPhone. So the first question is, what's my favorite season? Well, I would have to say that winter is my favorite season because I do live in Texas and the winter is more like fall here. It doesn't get super cold. It does get cold, but not super cold for a terribly long time. And as you can see, I like to be cozy and warm, and it is July and I have a sweater on because we have the AC because it's so hot outside, and so it just kind of makes the house a bit cold. So I like to wear a sweater just so I'm not uncomfortable. Yeah, and plus I like the clothes more in the winter time. My next question is, why do I make YouTube videos? Well, I make YouTube videos because I watched the YouTube videos and I thought it would be kind of fun to do. So when I first started watching YouTube videos, and I only have a small niche of what I actually watch. I watch cleaning motivation and I watch beauty. So my cleaning motivation, I watch Beauty and the Beastons, Bits of Brie, Jessica Tull, Tara Henderson, Jessie Christine, I think is her channel name. And then for beauty, I mainly watch Alana Davison, Raw Beauty Christie, and Samantha Ravendall, I think is how you pronounce her name. And actually, I think Raw Beauty Christie is in like Seattle area, and like the other two are actually in Canada. But yeah, I just like to watch those videos. I'm not actually any good at makeup, and I don't even try to practice, but I do try to clean my house. And the cleaning ones, they actually have like, you know, like day in my life, and kind of like they do recipes, and so sometimes I get like some little handy kind of like organization tips and stuff, so that's why I like to do it or watch. So my next question is, what is my favorite activity to do with my son? Well, I do like to do a lot of activities with him that bring him joy. So he's a very physical child, so he likes to do kind of like sports. Like we put him in like organized sports, and so it's kind of disappointing over the whole COVID-19 that all our organized sports that we had coming up have been cancelled. Like he was in gymnastics and that was cancelled. Then we were going to move on to soccer, and then we're going to move on to swimming lessons, and then we were going to do basketball, and all that has just been cancelled. So it's just kind of been like, But I think the favorite thing that I like to do with him is swimming, because he really loves to go underwater. He really likes to go down the slides, and now he's actually old enough to go down the slides and tall enough. So last year when we went away to a resort, he was just really into going down the slides, and of course the slides scared me half to death, but he really loved it. So yeah. Yes. What is my favorite Starbucks drink? I'm pretty plain Jane. I like the flat white, the medium, and then I usually just say no foam on any drink. The reason I do this is because I feel like the foam takes up 1/3 of the cup, and I'm not paying for 2/3 of the cup of drink, so it kind of just frustrates me when I get a foamy drink. And I remember one time I had to ask them to remake it like 3 times, but like I said, if they can't get it right, then I had to keep asking them. Okay, next questions. Do I know karate? Yes, I know a little bit of karate. I lived in England. Well, I grew up in England. I was born there. And me and my brother and my dad, we started off doing karate together. And then my brother and I, we went on to be green belts before we moved to America. So that's white, yellow, orange, green. And then we moved to America, and so we all kind of went to, well, I think it was actually me and my dad went to this community center, and we were going to start the karate up again. It was pretty exciting. But it was just kind of weird because the new people, they were in the back of the room, where I would have thought they would have been in the front room. other room, which was the first red flag. And the next week when I went back, because my dad had to go on a business trip, they made some comment about nearly everyone was there, and I just took it the wrong way, and so I was just kind of got offended. And then like there was kind of something where like you do like 6 weeks, you be there for 6 weeks, and then like the next kind of following weekend you would have to go on a retreat, and then where you would do like karate stuff, and then like one of the nights I would wake up in the middle of the night and then you would have to walk through this trail, and then people would jump out at you, and then you'd have to defend yourself. It was completely bizarre. So just with that, and then like with the comment they made, which was like angled towards my dad, I was just like, you know what, I'm just not going back. So yeah, that was the end of my karate journey. Okay, do I have any tattoos? No, I do not have any tattoos because I do not want any tattoos. Next question. Can I whistle? I cannot really whistle. I can kind of whistle, like I can blow wind out of my mouth, or I can't actually make any sound. Like, because I know some people put their fingers in their mouth and are really good at it. I'm not good at it. How do I prioritize cleaning? Well, I don't know if I even do a good job at cleaning, but if anyone comes to my house, they would probably say it's true. But I always like to keep on top of the laundry, which I do. I think I do a pretty good job of that, because we always need clean clothes, and I really don't like to. Well, our washing machines are on risers, and so we can't put any clothes on top of the washing machine, which is good. So I just prefer to leave them in the dryer if I have to, or take them out, put them on the bed, and then hang them up and put them straight in the wardrobes and fold towels. I don't like to put them on the bench because it just piles up, and then the stuff just falls on the floor, and then you have to re-wash it again because it's on the floor. It's just kind of a vicious cycle if you just don't keep on top of it. So I like to keep on top of that, because like I said, we all need clean clothes, and I like to put my son in matching pajamas. It's one of my things I feel excited about, because we all like matching stuff. And then matching socks is also a good thing in my house, because usually it doesn't happen. So yeah, I like to keep on top of those two things. And then with the cordless vacuum, I think it's really handy. You can just take it everywhere in the house. Now that we have now that we're using this room upstairs for my office, I'm actually using the vacuum a lot more, because now my dog keeps coming upstairs to see me, and we've been in the house about 7 years, and she's only come up like twice. So she's up here all the time, and now I'm dragging dirt up here over time. I'm eating up here sometimes for lunch, and so like life is now happening upstairs and downstairs. So but yeah, so those are probably the 3 things I do most often. Oh, and also I had to clean the kitchen and the dishwasher. One thing that I would like to do more of is the next question, and that would be to cook different recipes. Like, obviously we when we go grocery shopping, we buy like all fresh food. We don't tend to buy food that's in the freezer. I think the only thing that we kind of have in the freezer is maybe frozen peas and like American French fries or chips. Most everything else we buy like fresh meat, and we just kind of like have the same kind of meals. Like, we'll have burgers, we'll have steak, we'll have chicken. You know, it's just the kind of boring food menu. So my next thing that I really want to try and make is brisket tacos, because we went to a Mexican restaurant a couple weeks ago, and I had the brisket tacos, and they were so good. So I really just want to try and do that. And I even talked to my husband about getting one of those Hello Fresh boxes. So if you've tried Hello Fresh, let me know in the comments, or one of those other meal boxes. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's worth it? But I just kind of want to get out of the comfort zone. So I would like to try and do more of adventure cooking, like different kind of meals, if you will. Okay, my next question. What is my favorite essential oil? Well, this is really difficult because I really like all of them. I'm not just saying that, like, well, I do have a passion for Valor, because that was really helping me when we were doing the homeschool, work from home all in one. it was not working out well. So there was a lot of emotions, and it just helped me support my emotions, help me be calm. So on the days that I used the Valor, I definitely felt much in control, and then the days that I didn't put it on, it was just crazy. I just felt like I was losing it, like it was awful. And then that's in the premium starter kit. And then also another one that's in the premium starter kit is Peace and Calming. Now that my son is coming up here, now we have this chair. I put it in here just so that he can hang out with me when I'm working. You know, I put the Peace and Calming on today, and it just kind of calms him down, so he's kind of quiet instead of like talking, which is fine, but I just need to concentrate. And what else do I like? Oh, I really like the Pan Away, which is another essential oil that came in the premium starter kit. And what I did with that is I actually took the top off and put the roller filament on it, so I can actually roll it straight onto my muscles. It's so cooling, like as soon as you put it on, it's kind of like Biofreeze or Icy Hot. It's definitely worth it. So those are my few of my favorite oils, and they actually came in the premium starter kit. One of the ones that that didn't come in the premium starter kit is Tea Tree, and I got that specifically for like making my own like bathroom cleaner, but I have used it mostly in my face wash. I think it's so good in face wash. It just helps to remove all the dead skin without actually being an exfoliator. And I put it in my hair, and it just makes it so shiny and so silky. It's just an all-around good oil. So Tea Tree is one to pick. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? What animal, bug, creature are you afraid of, and why? Let's see. Well, I definitely don't like spiders. We did have a big, I don't know if it was, I don't know what a big spider would be, but there was definitely a big spider that I was taking my son into the garage, and then I was driving him somewhere, and I came back to the garage door, and I could see this big spider. So of course I yelled, and then my husband came out, and then he's like, and I was like showing him, and he's just like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, that's a big spider. And he's like, yeah. So I was like, oh my God, I had to go in the house and get my handbag. And he's like, well, go in. And I was like, no. And so I had to go in for the front door just to avoid the spider. And then he vacuumed it up in the Dyson, which is, I don't know, just not funny, because that's how we kill bugs around here. We vacuum them up. Also, I recently had a dream about flying snakes, that they were in the car, because on the news there was a story about like, now we have to worry about flying snakes. So yeah, I get dreams about stuff that I've seen, so it all kind of freaks me out. And of course, crocodiles are a big one, because I think that they could be anywhere. Like when it floods, it really freaks me out that people walk in flooded water, because you never know. Like, I mean, like, yeah, you could have like wood floating or pipes floating in the water that you can't see, but you can also have like alligators and stuff. Because I mean, I really think there are alligators around, because people buy exotic animals, and then when they get too big, they just put them in storm drains. I mean, I'm not saying that actually it has happened, but around here, but you never know, and I'm sure it has. I mean, like around the lake where my parents live, there is a sign that says beware of alligators or crocodiles. So what does that tell you? Like, why would they have a sign if there wasn't any? That's just my thought on that. Okay, let's see. What is my dream vacation? Probably just on a beach, really, with inclusive. Also, actually, just all-inclusive resort would be good. All right, well, my time is up, and thank you everyone who asked me questions, and I hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.